Tommy, you're still very young, 22 years of age, but I believe you've been boxing since you was literally a baby.
Yeah, since I went to the gym about 5-year-old, went down to Burtley Boxing Club, followed my brother Martin down there. You know, my mum dropped us off and I just followed him along. Obviously, being my big brother, obviously you look up to him, so he's a bit of a role model. And it just went from there. I fell in love with it. I was training alongside Graham Runnerford. Still coaches there now. And I just loved it. I love boxing.
So is your brother Martin, is he your boxing hero?
Well, like I say, as an older brother, he's a bit of a role model, so you kind of look up to your older brother, and he's supposed to look after you, which he has been doing. But it's just one of them things. Just I followed him along to the gym, just something to do, and I ended up falling in love with boxing. And obviously, I had a great, successful amateur career, and I just kept going.
Yeah. How long was it before you fell in love with the game, where you maybe thought to yourself, this is what I want to do forever?
Oh, to be honest, I couldn't answer that question. I was down there about 5 years to train twice a week for the little classes, and then Graham moved me up when I was about 7, which was still young, to the bigger class. And I used to train with all the big boys, and that was a great buzz for me. I used to love that, and I never really thought about doing anything else. Once I was doing that, I loved it. I was happy to do it, so I just kept on doing it.
What made you turn pro so young? Because you say you had a fantastic amateur career and you maybe could have gone to make more major competitions.
I don't think it's just one of them things. I come back from the Junior Europeans out in Ukraine. I just won them, and I was on a few England trials and GB trials, and I was training with them. Things was going well, but it just sort of didn't happen. So I just ended up following Martin again along to Neil's. I had a word with Neil, and Neil was happy to train me, and Neil ended up just teaching me what he knew, and we kept going from there, and I've been loving it ever since.
Your trainer Neil Fannin, he's kept you very much, I know, in the background, shall we say, for your first 19 fights. You've only fought in this area. Are you one of the best kept secrets in British boxing?
Well, to be honest, I'm not the one saying that. So if people who's been watching me and it's their opinion. So I mean, to have an opinion like that, there, it's a very big thing, and I appreciate the support of it. But that's not my word of mouth. That's other people's. So if they believe I am, I do believe I'm a very good fighter and I'm a good talent and I can go far. So we'll just wait and see what happens.
I mean, your talent's got you this far. Well, you're going to fight Jazza Dickens for the British featherweight title. How hard a task is that?
It's a very good fight. It's a very good fight. He's a good lad, you know, and he has boxed with some good people. But I do believe I can go on to be a world champion and be world class. And you know, Neil knows what he's doing, and he's a fantastic trainer. And all I've got to do is just listen to him, and listen to him and train right and be right on the night. We'll get the victory over him.
I mean, Jazza's a very, very good champion. Your brother boxed him, lost a split decision. Has he given you any tips?
Yeah, I mean, it's different. Obviously, different fights is different people. But I mean, my brother Martin did box him. It was a very, very good fight, very close fight. But like I say, on the night, I'm a different fighter to my brother Martin. And on the night, you don't know what Dickinson's going to be like. I mean, he could change his game plan to what we used to seeing him, so we don't know. So we're just preparing ourselves to the best of our ability. And we're going to get in there and give it 100% and see what happens. And
I know Martin's been a big influence on your career, as Neil, and I'm told your mum's also has a lot to say about your career.
Yeah, I mean, my mum's had a big deal in my career since the start, you know. She's always looked after us, she's always cared about us, you know. She's come to all my amateur fights. She used to come to my pro fights, but I think things are getting a little bit rough now, so she's taking a little bit of a backward step. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, my mum and my dad's everything. Without them, nothing would be possible to do what I'm doing now. Without my mum helped me throughout my career and preparing me and cooking me meals, things like that there. And without the support of my dad, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm really grateful to them, and I've got a lovely family behind me, and they all support me boxing, and I'm sure we can go on and do big things.
And is it right if Neil can't get the message across to you, he rings your mum and she tells them to the instructions?
If we get a bit of a telling off, yeah, my mum's got to be phone like, but you always got to listen to your mum, haven't you?
What other boxers do you look up to?
There's some there's some great fighters out there, to be honest. And I think at the moment, the one who I really like is Canelo Alvarez. I think he's something special. But then I also like Linares. I think he's of all talent. But listen, like I said, they're world-class fighters, and they're going to do great things. But there's plenty of other good fighters out there, which I can keep naming them, but I could go on forever because there's a lot of good talent out there. And
away from boxing, have you got any other interests, or is boxing just purely your life?
I think boxing is pure in my life, to be honest. Like, people say you're interested in this and that. I'm not really, you know. Like I've said, ever since I was 5 years old, I am now 22. All I've cared about was boxing. All I've done was boxing. I mean, it's all I really love, really. It's just, I think it's just in me.
And they tell me you've never had a drink in your life?
No, I don't drink. No, never have. It's never interested me, to be honest. It hasn't really bothered me. And coming through the stages of being an amateur to when you turn like 16, 17, 18, and you start going out and people start partying and things like that. But I think boxing's always kept me grounded, and being in the sport I am, it's better if you don't drink. So I think that's always been in the back of my mind, and I just haven't bothered with it. And
you look currently at the world featherweight scene at the moment. If you could pick one featherweight to fight, who would it be?
Ooh. Some good fighters out there. I was going to have to say, I'll have to name a few, to be honest. I'm going to have to say anyone would have to be Fountain, Santa Cruz and Lee Selby. Any of them there would be great fights for me.
Who's the best out of the three of them?
To be honest, Carl Fountain surprised me when he beat Santa Cruz first time. I didn't expect it. So the second fight is going to be interesting, I think. I think Santa Cruz is going to bring something different to the table. But also you've got Selby, who's very, very good talent, and you know, I think he is something good. It's hard really to say who's the best. Hopefully all of them will fight and we'll find out.
And with the BT and BoxNation link up, there's a lot of other fights out there for you, possibly Josh Warrington.
Yeah, of course, Josh Warrington, big fight. Very interesting fight, very good fight. We know him, he's a nice lad as well. We've done a bit of sparring with him. He is a good fighter, and that would be a great fight to have. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he'll be in probably his leads. He's a big, he's well known there, and he can do the Leeds Arena. That would be a great fight. I mean, it's one for the future, so we'll see where we go.
In the meantime, it's likely to be Jazza Dickens next. How confident are you that you'll become British champion?
I'm very confident of becoming a British champion. I mean, like I said, Dickinson is a good fighter, but I do believe I've got the skills and the talent to beat him. And like I said, I'm just going to train myself, get myself 100% right, listen to Neil, listen to what he's got to tell me, and turn up and do it on the night, and I'm sure we can get the victory.